September 10th, I cut and stapled the beadboard toe kick under the sink cabinets on the bases and put the heater vent covers on. Dan had built many of the cabinet doors last May before the trailer arrived, out of bird's eye maple, so now he installed them and used the positive catch latches I had found on the internet stores, as well as the knobs and hinges that I had found. This is the cabinet door below the range. These are the kitchen corner and coffee maker cabinets finished. Dan installed the coffee maker, and I put in the paper towel holder. September 12th, I installed the window shades over the kitchen window and the entry door. Dan installed the toilet, and I put the seat cover on. We made sure that all the plumbing had shut-off valves on it. Dan also installed a light switch by the door in the horse compartment so that we could turn the lights in there on and off without going outside the trailer. September 13th, Ultraform came out and installed the countertops. They look beautiful. This is my desktop and the couch tables underneath. I stained and oiled the wood trim around them. This is the video center countertop. After this was put on, Dan finished installing the video equipment on the left side. He put in a Kenwood DVD, AM/FM, XM, iPod, USB, Bluetooth, GPS compatible unit that is touchscreen or remote controlled. Dan also installed a multi-speaker selector, an XM receiver, and the 21-foot awning control in this cabinet. I cut, nailed up, stained, and oiled the door trim after he was done. Dan put two 12-volt outlets here to charge our cell phones. This is the Peninsula countertop, which folds up or down as you need it. There are 4 bar stools that go with this Peninsula. Dan installed the range after the countertops were in and got to work on the kitchen sink. September 14th, Dan made and installed the bedroom closet cabinets. I finished them with stain and oil. Here's the view of the street side bedroom closets. We put the clothes hanger rods and cabinet shelves in the following week. September 16th, here we are at last, nearly ready for our maiden voyage to Palisade, Colorado. Dan has named her Land Yacht 1, and that seems to fit. I added the words "Caution, wide turns" to the back to warn the roadway dodo bird drivers to beware. I'm not sure it does any good, but they are warned. It's hard to see here, but Dan painted the flat surface of the trailer roof with a white elastomeric coating to both reflect the sun off of the aluminum and to better insulate it. Aluminum soaks up sunlight heat like a sponge. He left the quarter-round edges of the roof shiny aluminum because it did not take up much of the surface area, and it looks very nice. This is a better view of how Dan mounted the spare trailer tire and the box over the inverter, located out of the weather above the battery box. Here's the finished couch and the trimmed-out slide room control box above it. We finished the couch with the Utah juniper wood we found locally and maple wood. Dan had to cut down the sides to accommodate the arms of the couch, then I stained and oiled it. I brought out the upholstery cushions, pillows, bolsters, and throw blankets to finish it. I put up the pine cone wallpaper trim in the slide room control box to keep with the theme of a mountain cabin. The couch tables go in front of the couch, are stored in the left drawer below the couch, and can seat up to 4 people for meals. The couch has a very large compartment behind the backrest that has lots of storage. After the couch was in, I put up all of the wall trim, the cove corner, the base, and the ceiling trim, and used white caulk to cover gaps between the base trim and the walls where the wallboard was bowed. When you pull the couch out and put on the 2 legs, it makes a full-size mattress bed, with a regular mattress pad, sheets, blankets, and comforter. When I was trying to come up with a way to trim out the end edges of the slide room, I looked for a trim board that was 7 inches wide. There was no such thing in Farmington. So I had to glue and nail together 2 different trim boards, cut them to fit the slide room border and under the control box, putty the holes, and paint over them. I think this turned out pretty good for an amateur. This is my computer desk finished. The lower cabinet has server ports and supplies in it. The upper cabinet has printers, paperwork, books, more than 240 DVDs, CDs, and our road trip maps. There is also a slide-out keyboard and mouse tray under the desk. The step cabinet to the right of the desk has a pierced copper door with a pine tree pattern on it, and 3 slide-out baskets inside for bread, potatoes, onions, apples, or anything else that needs to be kept cool, not cold. Dan bought me the copper, and I did the piercing. This is the finished kitchen with the peninsula down in travel mode. Dan put 3 12-volt LED lights under the window and corner cabinets over the countertop. Dan had heated a copper strip to color it and had installed it as a backsplash for the kitchen sink. I cut galley rail for the spice rack and cove and border trim for the backsplash and oiled and stained them. This is the finished copper kitchen faucet. We added a soap dispenser on the far left, a water sprayer, and on the right a reverse osmosis faucet. We had installed a small reverse osmosis filter and storage tank beneath the sink. This is how the upholstered bar stools look under the peninsula. Dan placed the switch for the inverter above the slide room and awning switches next to the door. This 32-inch Hitachi TV can be viewed from the couch. Our kitty Thumper thinks that our bedroom was made just for cats. Dan cut melamine shelving for all of the cabinets in the trailer, and I put up the shelf clips and installed the shelves. And the television can be easily viewed from the bedroom, too. The finished bathroom, showing the shower, full mirror on the door, and towel racks. The bathroom sink, rack behind the sink, upper cabinet, over cabinet light, and under cabinet light. The medicine cabinet is just to the left of the washer-dryer machine. The panel under the washer-dryer can be easily removed to access the water pump, plumbing, and water tank. Dan and I spent 2 days putting up the horse compartment ceiling with Polyflex over the insulation. There were some tricky areas around the divider poles and the vents. This finished the horse compartment. The horses like the high ceiling and the roomy stall areas. And the scooters like this compartment just fine too. They fit very securely, and there's enough room to easily open the door through from the bathroom. The horse stall dividers are easily removed so that the trailer can be used for other things. I put up 2 stall guards over the mangers in the horse compartment for use when we are not hauling horses, as a storage area that can be easily secured to haul ice chests, big boxes, firewood, or whatever else we need. This makes the trailer more versatile. We finished the tack compartment after installing the generator on the floor by placing a shelf 4 inches above the generator. I carpeted it with leftover carpet from the bedroom. Then Dan took out the saddle rack, cut off the saddle holders because they were too low for the new floor, and had them re-welded up high enough to accommodate saddles. This configuration works out great. On both sides in the exterior horse area, I added bucket holders for 3 horses' water buckets. They are designed so that horses should not be able to get caught by the holders. They are also good for hanging fishing vests, lights, fishing poles, or just about anything else that needs to be kept up off the ground. We made it to WineFest 2010 in Palisade, Colorado on September 18th. That's Dan hunting for mead wine among more than 58 vendors in this park. This is my daughter Nola in the white shorts and her friend Holly in the plaid shorts, explaining where the best wines are to be found. On the way back, we stopped at the top of Lizard Head Pass, elevation 10,222 feet, about halfway between Farmington, New Mexico and Grand Junction, Colorado.
Happy trails